Man, we were having an enormous night, and I just talked to Jason, and Greatest Ending tied up. He said he warmed up great. There was no indication there was anything wrong. That's kind of the MO. This guy, the reason I've lobbied to keep him here for so long is because Jason and Lauren get along well with this horse. But Jason and Lauren can't control the weather. And when it's so hot during the day, and then you go to warm up a horse like Greatest Ending, it doesn't take long for things to go awry. And he said he warmed up good. He's throwing his head. He felt good. He said, I just watched Lauren go to walk him over to the Vastall. She stopped and looked at me, and I looked at her. He looked pretty stiff, and I watched him walk out myself, and sure enough, here he comes right now down the hill. He looks okay, but he's just stiff behind him for sure. He tied up. We'll draw his blood in the morning, and that will be the roadmap of how long it will take to get him back. It'll be somewhere between a week or two, I would imagine. He's not stiff. You know what? I can show you how stiff he is. How's that? So, you may not notice when a horse ties up, it looks a lot like, Jason's going to take the cart back. Now you can see he's in good spirits. The horse has got his head up and he's walking. And you may not be able to notice. I'll switch. But when a horse like him ties up, they just look a little uncomfortable behind. They don't stretch out great to pee. And you can tell, especially when he's a repeat offender. Yo, buddy, you all right? Especially since he's a repeat offender. He's done this many, many times before. Jason knew what it was as soon as I knew what it was, as soon as Lauren knew what it was that he had tied up. So he's walking better right now than he was. The veterinarian just moments ago gave him a shot of anti-inflammatory, Banamine. That will help him with any sort of residual pain or stiffness. Much like, I guess I can attribute it to, or not attribute it to, but equate it to, do you ever tweak your back? Right? I've said this a million times. You ever tweak your back? Maybe you lift something up the wrong way, you step the wrong way, and you tweak your back, and it hurts like a bugger for a little bit. And then, over time, over the next 6 hours, it just gets stiff. Well, that's the period he's in right now. So I want to take any discomfort away from him. I have some electrolyte pastes at the barn. We can give him some electrolyte paste. And give him a nice big mash for supper. Lots of fluids, lots of water. Get some water into him, and he'll be just fine. So a little less stiff than I thought he'd be when I watched him come down the hill. So maybe it's just it's not a mild tie up when it comes to Greatest Ending, but maybe a minor tie up in regards to Greatest Ending. So that's where we're at with him. We had to scratch him tonight at race 11. He's sound, as you just saw. He's feeling better already, but he won't be racing tonight. Now, we had two other very good races, though. I'm going to go back and give him that paste right now. Two other very, very good races tonight. I got a surprise, as everybody did, with Neptune. I almost got another little surprise from the judges. They called and said, hey, down the backstretch, you might have been a little outside the box, as the commission might say. I said, I felt maybe I was. Might have got a little excited when I moved him over. Neptune's the type of horse, when you get to move him, you want him in attack mode. You don't want him to regress at all. You won't be able to fire him back up. I guess that's not completely true. He's laid parked and raced well. But when I was in attack mode, especially coming after the favorite with a long shot, I want to jump on him right away. I want to step on his throat as quick as I can, and I want to get by him as quick as I can. Because Ronnie's been covered up. It looks like he's going to get out on my back. I don't know who's coming behind me. But I know on paper, at least, the gamblers didn't think I could win this race, and I'm in a position to do so. So I'm going to get a little excited, but it was fine. It was all good. Highest Honors, I thought, raced very, very good. Really pleased with him tonight. Out of the 8-hole, here's a horse that sat in the 2-hole or up close in his qualifier, kind of weaved out and come on. Next start, I revved him up a little bit. We ended up on the front and get picked off late. I wanted him passing horses, and I wanted him aggressive coming to the wire tonight. And those raged horses, right? He's a 2-year-old. Those horses have a lot of experience on him, and I just wanted to make sure that he had the best opportunity. Shh, now, car. I wanted to make sure that he had the best opportunity he could, especially going into next weekend. And it was on my mind also. 6 days from now he races, so don't put him in a position where he's too hot. I ended up getting away behind, I think it was Logan's horse, who was not pacing very pretty. Greg let me in the 7 hole, and then when Tyler moved, I'm like, I just don't want to be behind you anymore. I moved out to follow him, and he moved out. So I don't blame him. He wants to be second over, whatever. And I'm like, all right, I'll go back down. And Greg's like, no, I let you in once, not twice. You're not going back in there. So now I'm third over behind, these 2 horses, and ended up looping out around them and around him anyway. Finished up good, passed Ronnie to be third at the wire. I thought the horse raced good. Thought he raced pretty good. We know he has speed, and we know he's green, and he's learning, and tonight was a learning experience for him. So I was really happy with a 3rd and 57 and a half-mile track tonight from Highest Honors. Puts him in good spot going into next weekend's race. We didn't scope him, but I could tell by the way he felt. All these babies, especially little, we talked about Tomboy Strong, 4 out of 5 of that allergy mucus. Diosa Della Danza, 3 out of 5 for allergy mucus. And although we got some good news at least tonight, although the Next Generation did not go for the fillies, they are going to put a Next Generation eligible race on, and I think Jason said it's going to be 40,000. So for those of you wondering why I didn't go to Kentucky, we get lucky. They have a race that they're going to card, or they're going to try to card for the exact same amount of money as it would have been going to Kentucky. So Diosa Della Danza will, in fact, race on Saturday. Highest Honors will race on Saturday. And then, obviously, Uncle Danny will race on Saturday, as will Tomboy Strong. So, a good night tonight. Not the finale I wanted. I'm glad that he's I was worried he was going to walk down the hill and be really stiff. And then you're talking about an AST up around, I know this horse, 12, 13,000. For those of you that are horsemen, you're like, Anthony, it can't be that high. Trust me, it can with him all the time. So maybe we lucked out and it's up around 5,000, 6,000. If that's the case, we can get some fluids into him. We already have the Banamine into him. Dr. Tessa, maybe start working on him tomorrow. We can get that AST knocked down. And if we're very, very lucky, you might be able to see him race next weekend, possibly. That's best case scenario. So that's the way our night's going to end. Sadly, a scratch, but that's better than racing him and have him race terrible. Because if we had raced him with an AST like that, that would compound. Now you're talking crazy digits. So very lucky that Jason and Lauren were on their toes and noticed that. So a good job by them. We'll get him patched up. A surprising and very happy win with Neptune. 53-3 is a big mile. So a great job by Neptune. And Highest Honors race, very good also. So our run continues. We have our horses in the sale tomorrow, and I do have some horses I'm looking at buying over the next 2 days. So for those of you eagerly waiting and patiently waiting, thank you for that, by the way, for horses to be purchased, acquired, and fill the spots of horses that have left. There's some on the way, I believe, over the next 72 hours or so. So with that, I'm going to let you go. Have a great rest of your weekend, all 2 hours and 26 minutes of it. Actually, it might be it is a long weekend. What am I talking about? It's a long weekend in Canada. If you're Canadian, continue on with your weekend. We have some racing here tomorrow. I don't know if Amy's on her way back with the kids now, or if she's going to come back tomorrow morning. I kind of hope she goes back tomorrow morning. I don't want her driving at night. It's easy to get tired those trips at night. So anyway, a good night for us. All my partners in greatest standing. Relax. He'll be fine. We'll get him back in proper working order over the next 7 days, and if we're lucky, we'll be able to race him in 7 days. For everybody else, I just hope our horses keep up the good work and keep moving forward. It's been a great start to our summer 2025. Take care.